red side. On the blue side so far in this game number 2, we have not seen the aggressive nature that they usually possess. So maybe as they transition back to red side, we would see them now back in their original form and you know, take control of the game again.
So that being said, let's take alright, as we're already picking up the Fiora, very prioritizing that pick. And I mean, it worked out pretty well for him in the last game, but Team Flash, now they're on the red side. Let's see who they do prioritize. They still want to get Ellie on that Gragas. I mean, he has been such a staunch defender of his teammates that I can understand why they keep taking that Gragas and the Riven as well for Shy. Zoe though is still open and will be going over to Raven here.
Nice pickoffs actually here. Pickings on the side of Invate Esports. Good respect actually onto Raven's Senna. They have banned it away, but a massive amount of damage slowly building up. Burst damage actually on the side of Team Flash. They have the Gragas as well for the disengage or engage, whatever they want. They want actually to go in this particular game, having to have a massive amount of pickups, but in terms of laning phase, I think so far Team Flash has good stability. What they need again is an aggressive jungler. Maybe this time we can see Tan X using the Lee Sin. You know, maybe picking up the champion, helping the team out in this early game. His Jace a while ago was really strong, but as it is respected right now in the first batting phase, he has to find that key champion to help Shy and Kuzi gain the early momentum they need to actually stop Invade Esports.
True, very, very true. But speaking of junglers, a ban coming in on a jungler right now for Merly. That Vi is not going to be available, so that does mean that Merly has the option to snatch with Lee Sin up because or you know, it's still on the side of Team Flash. They do have priority unless Lee Sin will be banned out, so this does pinch the jungle pool a little bit, but there are still some really high impact junglers that Team Flash can pick up. Will they be prioritizing that? We shall see as soon as we get into the next pick. So Tan X, I wonder what is on the cards with.
Well,
they're gonna save it for last, I
was
guess.
looking forward. We actually mentioned this in game number 1, but on the side of Invade Esports, you know, we said that maybe they should pick up the Renekton instead of the Jax against the Riven. And now we do see the Renekton again. They're finally resurfacing again. This is gonna solidify this aggressive composition of Team Flash. Invade Esports responding accordingly. They will pick up this Gwen, which has been very stable in terms of scaling towards the late game. And speaking of late game, another frontline gonna be helping him out to be that irritating person in the team fights. I think AoE damage is gonna be sufficient here on the side of Invade Esports given the Gwen and also the Zoe. So I think what they need are just those irritating factors, those that can actually interfere with the movements here of Team Flash and also slow them down in the laning phase. Having the Garen is going to be useful, especially in taking down that one champion that they do set up and burst out. Team Flash though, getting the Corki again at the very end signifies that they also are interested in scaling towards the late game. But I do love their composition more. They have early game prio, they have early game dominance, at least on the capability side. And them having on red side right now, which was really effective in game number 1, I think is going to be a good sign for Team Flash.
Yeah, so Team Flash, they do have that Renekton in the jungle going up against the Gwen in the jungle. Two champions that we're seeing for the kind of the first time today in this role. That is going to be, early game. More in the early game is going to be more towards Team Flash. However, Invate, they do have a Garen as well, not a Yumi. Unfortunately, keep him speeding up while he spins like a Beyblade. But it is pretty hype to see a Garen. I do love seeing this spin to win man.
I haven't heard that in a long time. Spin to win.
Spin to win.
One. 2021 when I first heard that term. Definitely,
Really?
Yeah, and it kind of like, I mean, Garen was still here in the meta, but
He's still
haven't
meta, but
actually
now
said
he's
that.
being brought back. He's being
He's
brought
being
back
back.
slowly but
Thanks, my
surely.
friend, for bringing it back.
Yeah, I mean, spin to win, I think, is something that a lot of like old school League of Legends players know. I mean, I learned this term back in I think 2014 when I first started playing. It's just, you
Oh
know,
yeah.
Katarina, Garen, Darius, spin to win champions, but Shy is broken wings to win right now. Look at that damage. Azrael already down to half health off of one interaction, and he's going to get that vital. And Shy did go for the ignite, but did not go for more broken wings. No more Kuzi available. Bluff X definitely going to have a little bit of a tough time against Kuzi because melee matchup into a Corki is not the best, but with Ellie and Rich there to support the mid laners, there shouldn't be all too much of a scuffle. As I say that, there is a big scuffle here. Kuzi and Ellie getting taken down lower than Bluff X and Rich, but that is just a little bit of feeling out there. Tanex, he's going to spot out that ward, and we're going to turn back to neutral. Now looking at the jungle, Gwen is passing up towards the Baron lane here.
It was actually quite long ago since we last seen a Renekton in the jungle, but it is kind of like an old meta actually, and Tanex gonna be looking forward to having that influence in the entirety of the game, still having the aggressive capability. Once you're level 3, you can easily gank any particular lane and influence them as well, but that is the primary requirement, getting to level 3. Now they do invade. Brady's gonna have a bit of a hard time. Here comes
This
Asbel,
is going to be a little bit aggressive for Invate as they do get onto Tanex, and Tanex is incredibly low. He has already forced his flash, and that Rednected will go down. The Crocodile will be turned into a handbag there. First blood over to Invade, and that is a really, really good start.
Absolutely a good start here for Invade Esports. That's what they want. Resist the forces here, resist the early game aggression, and set up some traps. And that was kind of ambitious. I mean, the trap was set, especially as Team Flash wanted to invade on the red side or the blue side jungle there of Merly, and that wasn't really the best decision. Now top side, they are going to be attempting Justice for missing, but Shy still taking a little bit of damage there.
Yeah, Ellie is there to keep him alive, but Merly is, pressuring this so hard with all three of them. Okay, Grand Challenge has been issued. Shy is the target, but Shy also has his ultimate. He will use the Wind Slash. Aswell will barely live. Ellie is chasing down. He goes for the big slam auto attack and at least gets a 1-for-1 for his troubles. But now he's going to be looking towards either Rich or Merly. Oh, he barreled at the wrong place. Unfortunate. He could have caught another one there had he done that, but no. Tanex, though, going to be going on to Bluff X. Both players with X at the end of their names.
I mean, just chilling down here in this early game. Invade Esports has little to no problem whatsoever so far in this particular game, and even though we hyped up Team Flash quite a lot in the early game, or before the match started, Invade Esports actually doing a really good job, just resisting the forces. That engage a while ago by Azrael was quite interesting, quite ambitious. Merly just finished it off for him, but the flash by Ellie, equalized the kill. So it's basically a trade of blows here in this early game for both Invade Esports and Team Flash. But what Team Flash has to be very cautious about is the late game scaling of Invade Esports. Particularly Merly. He's the one who's going to be shredding a lot of HP bars later on when he does possess his, or does buy his Rift Maker and also the Nashor's Tooth.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you let Merly, get those two core items, you basically have to focus all of your CC on that Gwen, or else, you're just gonna run away with it. Azrael and Rich now trying to go for something here. No, they're just gonna pressure Shy and Ellie to get out of there, because right now, Invade, they have so much map control. Look at the warding they have as well. They're preparing for, a dragon here very soon. Kuzi that is going to make his back timing a little bit awkward. He did get ignited by Block X. I think he wanted to do a little bit more, but now Ellie, oh, that is a good catch onto Merly, but she does get away. The mist saving them, as well as the hero's entrance, and now the re-engage coming in from Azriel. Now he may have bit off a little bit more than he can chew. Thanax are going to go for the stun, and that is a lot of damage. Look at that, the Mega Inferno Bomb as well, and everybody is melting here on the side of Team Flash. They did get a 1 for 2 so far, and Shy makes it a 3 for 1. Invade just absolutely decimating the health bars. Kuzi though trying to get more, trying to equalize everything as he does get 1 kill, and now it is Taddy who is on the back foot. He's going to get chased away by Bluff X, and Kuzi's going to get re-engaged on by Merly. He's trying to get a kill onto Rich and just barely misses it. The Ignite doesn't take him down, and Kuzi just barely makes it out alive, and oh my lord, Rich knew that he had to get out of there. Bluff X is going to spin touch him a little bit. Okay, the action is non-stop here. Merly goes down, trying to go for the Rift Herald, but so Team Flash, there's so many members of them already there. Addy once again getting aggressed on by Azriel. Mega Inferno Bomb coming in as well.
No,
there is no steal there. It does go to Team Flash, but their health bars are getting pretty low. The Riven goes down, and now 2 of them are on the retreat as Invade. They got so much from that extended team fight. It all started from here.
So extended. Yeah, it was actually more messy on the side of Team Flash, especially when this particular thing happened. Props to Rich, honestly. That shield of Duran was massive, layering down the CC and allowing them to almost get 3 kills at the same time. They do secure it at the very end. Then it turned into a bit of a messy team fight overall as the trades happened. And Kuzi got, I think, 2-3 kills in that particular fight. But at the end of that, Invate Esports still got a lot more. Now they possess 4,000. I think they got 1 more at the very end there.
The score right now is 1-1.
I mean, no,
1,
no, it's just 1. It was just an assist, unfortunately. That was sad.
Unlucky there.
Unlucky, as he traded his life for it.
But the Herald though will allow Team Flash to get a little bit more control here, but their health bars are starting to get a bit low as the harass comes in from Raven, the Paddle Star, and the Sleepy Trouble Bubble doing dividends here for Invade. And this is why, you know, Zoe is such a high priority pick. Oh my god, look at that damage! And he gets Sleepy Trouble Bubbled. If they had cooldowns right now, that Gragas would be in heaven, man. He would be gone. But now it does mean that without Ellie, this is going to be a fairly safe dragon for Invade to start with Merly right there with Bluff X. Okay, so the Dominus has been popped. Danex looking to go for a big engage here. Look at the health bars. Raven incredibly low. The dragon is still attacking. This is very scary for Invade because they can't throw it. Uzi though, he is going to be aggressed on, and now, oh no, all of the things are happening at once. Somebody has come out on top of that team fight, and it was Invade. They have gotten 3 kills to 1 and have made the last remaining members of Team Flash retreat, and that was a huge fight for them. Gets another dragon, gets some more pressure on the map. Look at that replay.
3 for 1 plus an objective there by Invade Esports. Started off with a bit of a messy fight. I think Team Flash was a little bit scattered there, and Invate Esports just funneled their strikes, regroup much better, and forced Team Flash to just go on to 2 places at one team fight. Divide and Conquer is a very good strategy, and Invate Esports is very good at implementing it in that particular fight. Now, helping them more in their goal lead, 7.5 thousand, as every single carry actually being ahead against Team Flash. That is a massive lead building towards Invade Esports right now, though we do still see Team Flash having still the confidence, not entirely giving lanes away, but it's still going to be quite complicated for them in the next coming fights, because now we will see Merly doing massive damage, Azriel as well, split pushing on the side lanes, and Raven basically just throwing those paddle stars to burst them out.
Yeah, and it is not looking all too good for Team Flash. While it looked like they could come back in the last game, it's looking like a slow chokehold here from Invade Esports, just because they're able to get picks so much more efficiently with this Zoe. with Merly and Rich roaming around, and Rich with his Justice Punch Flash combo. He has been so on point with that. The Shields of Durand as well, and the Hero's Entrance coming in touch a couple of times. And speaking of, he did go for a Justice Punch right there. He may be paying for it with his life, though. He's able to get out of there real quick as Asriel comes in for the follow-up, gets that kill, and immediately BluffX is right there. They are on the turret, and they will just take it down. And they could go for this Rift Herald right now as Team Flash. They are minus a man, and the Ziggs is still in the base. And BluffX, he's just a big Garen, preventing anybody from actually interfering with them. As Thanex is there, he's gonna get Sleepy Trouble bubbled. Oh my god, look at the damage onto a Renekton. Took him down to 20% health with just 2 abilities. This is Zoe for you. This is what she does. And I think it was a mistake for Team Flash not to prioritize that champion.
Yep, and I think this is also the combination that Invate Esports wanted to have. If Raven gets one big burst, chunking down a big amount of HP towards any single member of Team Flash, BluffX will just be there to land the Dimassion Justice, secure the kill. That's how easy they can actually do things in a team fight. And given how stable BluffX has also been in the entirety of the game, being that really irritating dude, spin to winning, and also silencing those who want to go the combination, especially Shy. Imagine if you're a Riven to get silenced for what, 2 seconds, 1.5 seconds because of the Garen. That is a big interruption to your combo, and you will be left vulnerable. Speaking of which,
he got the sun up onto Asriel. The Grand Challenge has been issued, but the Hero's Entrance keeps him alive, and this is just Rich in the face of 2 people. He's too tanky to actually be taken down. He can't be cut down like a tree. And Ellie, he's the one who's going to get cut down right there, as it is actually Rich who gets that kill with his Winds of Change. And now let's see, because Team Flash, they have like very little damage that they can do here compared to how Invade has been absolutely dominating. Look at that, just a touch from Raven. That was just an auto attack and a Sleepy Trouble bubble. He didn't even land the Paddle Star.
Yep.
What a big turn of damage here for Invade. 13 and 4 and 10,000 gold up already. Thanex has to get out of there, or if he's spotted, he's going to get immediately
in trouble.
Pounced on. Yeah.
Merly as well has already picked up the Rifter and the Nashers too.
Back to neutral here, but
it's going to be very comfortable at dueling against anybody on the side of Team Flash. A 1 versus 1, definitely Kuzi is going to have a nightmare of a time. Though here comes Retaliation.
Yeah, as Asriel, he has to run away here, but he's got a lot of lives. He's got some damage. I mean, the Serax gauge is keeping alive. Not a lot of lives here, my bad, but that is it. Justice coming in onto Fiora as Garen slams his big sword down. That is the a 2-for-1 actually, and with 5 seconds left on the Dragon and the Renekton's in the mid lane, Invade can just force this Dragon down for free. They don't even have to fight for it. It's just, you know, Team Flash, they can't really realistically fight anything.
Absolutely not. You know why? This is an 11,000 gold lead by Invate Esports. How can you fight that big of a scaling lineup? This Garen of BluffX is going to be impossible to kill. Same as Rich. Merly as well has been very stable all throughout the game. Raven has been bursting out, sending people from Team Flash back into the base with just 1 Paddle Star. And Asriel has been happily farming and split pushing on the side lanes, not minding at all whoever comes in his path. And Team Flash, it's basically a deja vu moment for them. I mean, to think that they have such a good time in that game number 1, but this time they're struggling so much. Even despite being on the red side once again and securing these champions, Invate Esports basically has just, I mean, if this was a Super Saiyan moment for them.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know anything else. I mean, Invate Esports has basically switched up their color from black to blue now.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely beating Team Flash black and blue at the moment. I'm struggling to think of how Team Flash can actually get back in to this game, because even if they do scale up, I think that the Zoe is still, you know, too big of a threat for them to with effectively Shy and Thanex now, they're going to go on to Azul. The Fiora is going to get saved by this Hero's entrance, and the Galio keeps him alive. The healing field as well, but finally Shy gets one. It's a 1-for-1 though, and they had, oh my god, we just flashed over Raven, you mad lad. Paddle stars for it. He just flashed over the wall and said, yo, I'm not afraid. And nobody is more or less afraid than Rich right there. He just body slammed into two of them. The Justice falls onto the Gragas. And, well, it is just Invate Esports looking to try to end this game with...
They want to.
They do want to. I mean, they can still go for more Drakes. They can go for a Baron. But so far... I mean, if they just straight up 5v5 teamfight, I think they can just take Team Flash on in their base.
Started off with a 2 versus 1 onto Azrael, but he actually managed to stall things out so long, especially after proccing that Grand Challenge, healing himself back almost enough actually for Raven to go back in, and just the flash in, man. The flash in by Raven. Nobody's going to be scared at all towards Shy anymore, given the big lead of Invate Esports. They're just looking for fights all the time. Not scared at all against Team Flash. Why? Because they have 14,000 gold lead. This game has basically swung towards them, and wow, that is massive, my friend. Invate Esports will start this Baron, and I don't even think Team Flash can resist this.
Azrael! Oh
No!
my god, he doesn't care, man. He knows he's gonna die for this. He knows Thanex is gonna get him, but that's... What? He almost just one-shot the Renekton!
Almost.
What is this? Oh my god, and Ellie almost bites the dust too from the Gwenel, from the scissors being thrown at him. This is just a slow chokehold for Team Flash because Invate, they are way too strong. What can they realistically do here as Rich and Merly there are still under tower? They don't care, actually. They don't give any sort of a hoot here as they're going to go on to the Nexus with the Baron-powered minions, and the Justice Punch does land another kill for the Garen. He just goes for the big boy ultimate, and they are chasing Team Flash right into their base. That's going to be it. Invate Esports, they reverse sweep Team Flash.
And they have successfully completed the reverse sweep against Team Flash in what might be the best possible manner. Invade Esports, that is a big development. Definitely we can be